So this is the Smart Roof training. It's advanced 3D modeling. And the agenda for today, we're going to go through an introduction, some modeling best practices using the Smart Roof tool and its key functions. For example, the edit mode, unpitching and pitching of roof planes, folds dormers. I'm going to show you how to convert dormers into roofs, why you want to do that, and some more advanced functions like merging of roofs, and I'm sure everyone's questions how to modify those interior lines, those dotted white lines like ridges, hips and valleys, etc. So a little bit about Aurora. Our mission is to help you design and sell better solar, and one of the key tools to accomplish this is the Smart Roof design tool. The Smart Roof design tool took a little over a year to develop, made for both sales and design teams. And just to let you know, we do have a bunch of helpful articles and videos in the Help Center. Just check out help.aurorasolar.com and yeah, take a look. A little bit about myself. My name is Victor. I'm with Aurora Solar for a little over 2 years now. I've been on the customer success team, and I specialize in system design, shading analysis, utility rate structuring. I'm very familiar with the Smart Roof tool. So first off, let's go through some modeling best practices. And some of the things I'm going to mention or show you is how to utilize the street view. We have the map view, which is the angled or oblique view of the location. And we also provide you with different image options. Standard accounts or all accounts get Google and Bing by default. If you purchase credits from us, you can access HD imagery from your map. And of course, everybody can upload their own images. Um, I always recommend allowing 90-degree snaps. And of course, you can expand the image if needed. So let's jump straight into the application. And let's go ahead and show you some of those things. So here we have a simple project, and I'm going to start with simple houses and move on to more and more complicated homes. For this particular one, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the modeling best practices. So we have Street View right over here. If you click on the Street View button at the top, and this is going to give you the ability to look around in Street View. And what you're looking for is taking notes on information about the home. How tall is it? What is the roof shaped like? Where are the vents? Where are the obstructions? Where are the tall trees? Things like that. Now, you'll notice that on the left side, you have your street view. On the right side, you will have this camera here. This camera is to help orientate your street view. So in other words, if you were looking at a different house, this camera will clearly show you that you're looking at the wrong house. So you may want to swivel around so you can take a look at your angle of view. This is what you're looking at in street view. Next to the street view button is the map view. If you click on the map view, you're going to have the ability to take a look at oblique imagery, angled imagery. And once again, you're using this to take a look at the profile of the roof, maybe where the vents and obstructions are, things like that. Now to close off any of these views, just click on the button again. So if you click on the map button again, you will exit out of the you'll exit out of that. Now, if you're working with commercial projects or large projects, you can always click on the blacked out border of the image, and that will enlarge your image. You can, of course, recenter your image by moving this green tile. So if I want to move it up here to this home at the top, I'll go ahead and move the green tile, click on the refresh map button, and it'll recenter to this new location. So I can always move where this image is. A quick note, if you are wondering how am I panning around, there are pan and rotate features down here at the bottom, as well as zooming in and zooming out. A lot of times I will use the hotkeys. You'll find the hotkeys in the parentheses. So the little plus symbol will zoom in, minus symbol will zoom out. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first step you'll want to do is click on the SmartRoof tool. When you click on the SmartRoof tool, you'll notice that it highlights green to let you know that it's active. Furthermore, you'll see a little menu pop up when you activate the SmartRoof tool. So let me deactivate it. You'll see there's no menu up here. When you click on it, you'll see a menu pop up. This menu will give you the option to select a pitched roof or a flat roof. By default, all residential projects will be set to pitched. All commercial projects will be set to flat, but you can of course change it right now. Now I do want a pitched roof in this case, so I'm going to leave it on pitched roof, and I'm going to go ahead and left click. When I left click, it's going to drop one of these nodes down, and you'll see there is a line attached to that node. And I'm going to go ahead and move to the next corner, left click. Now, after you draw your first line, you'll see that all follow-up lines will try to snap to 90 degrees of the previous line. I highly recommend that you allow the snapping to occur. And that would ensure that you drew an accurate drawing. Now, let's say you messed up and you misclicked the first line. You can see that my snaps are really going to be off. You have two options. You can, of course, just finish your drawing following the 90-degree snap and then rotate your image. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Or, if you make a mistake, another option that you have is to hit escape on your keyboard. When you hit escape on your keyboard, this exit your draw mode, giving you the ability to click on this red blotchy shape, and you can delete it, start again. Or another option is if you hit escape, you can click on this unfinished drawing and click on the pencil button at the bottom. This will bring you back into the edit or the draw mode, and while in here, you can go ahead and try and line things up. Once you line it up, you may want to continue the drawing, and the way you do that is just by double left clicking a node, and you can complete the drawing. So pretty much anytime you make a mistake, don't keep left clicking, because that's just going to keep giving you more nodes. Just hit escape and then decide whether you want to start from scratch or if you want to go back and edit this unfinished drawing. Now, another thing that you'll notice is once you start drawing and, you know, um, you'll actually see an expanded menu at the top. And this menu will give you folds and dormers, or options to add them. Just be aware that you can only see this menu at the top when you are in the edit mode or the draw mode of a structure. And a good way to tell if you're in the edit mode or the draw mode is you'll see the menu at the top. You can also click on each individual roof section. I can click on the west face, I can click on the north, the south. I can click on each individual nodes and move them around. I can click on the lines. I can even click on the dotted lines and move them around. Now, to exit the edit or the draw mode, there's a bunch of options. You can always hit escape to exit the mode, and you can see that my menu's gone. You'll also notice that